Welcome to another truck hardware installation tutorial. Today we'll show you how to install our custom, no-body drill, Gatorback mud flaps for the rear of your 2022 Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator. Please note that while the front mud flaps for these options do carry on from 2018 through to this model year, the rear options for 2022 have changed. We would also like to take a moment to remind you that the fronts have been especially engineered with a reverse offset to fit with the power running boards. In this video, we will be using footage of a Ford Expedition, but since both vehicles share a similar body, the rear installation process shown here can also be used to install your Lincoln Navigator Gatorback mud flaps. The only difference is that the Expedition has 3 mounting points along the fender, while the Navigator has 4. We will note this difference in the video. Please remember that this video is to be used as a companion to the included installation instructions included with your kit. With that out of the way, let's get started. To start, use a trim tool to remove the 4 factory push pins located on the inner fender. With the push pins removed, pull back the liner and install the supplied spring nuts onto the 3 holes marked here. Do note that if you have a Lincoln Navigator, you'll need to install an additional spring nut. So instead of installing 3 spring nuts, you'll be installing 4 spring nuts, 1 for each hole that you removed a push pin from. Next, hold the mud flap against the fender as if it were installed, and then use a marker to make a mark 1/4 inch above the mud flap. Once the mark is made, take the Durastrip included with your kit and install it onto the lip of your vehicle, starting from the mark you made and going all the way down to the edge of the vehicle. Now we will begin installing our mud flap. Attach the outside holes of your mud flap to the spring nuts you installed earlier using a cap screw and flat washer for each hole. You will need 3 sets of this hardware for an Expedition and 4 sets of this hardware for a Navigator. With a square or other leveling tool, make sure the mud flap is level. We also recommend you take a step back and visually gauge the mud flap to check that it is aligned correctly. Once your flap is level, secure all fasteners. Next, we will secure the inside of the flap. Push the mud flap against the factory liner and drill a 1/4 inch hole through the innermost mud flap hole and through the factory liner. Attach the flap to this newly made hole using a cap screw and flat washer. Secure this hardware in place using a flat washer, a lock washer, and a hex nut. This hardware can be seen fully installed in the following clip. Congratulations, you've just finished installing your Gatorback mud flaps. If you found this video helpful, give us a like and subscribe. Check out the rest of our channel and website for additional tips, tricks, and installation guides. Thanks for choosing Truck Hardware.